Bonjour Nifty, bienvenue à notre Nicole. I am Nicole, je m'appelle Nicole, and we are a crafting community. So grab your work in progress, also known as a whip, and let's get started on our 10-minute crafting break. As you can see, today my work in progress is Lego. I'm so excited to show you my Lunar New Year shopping haul. I am drinking pour over coffee in my favorite Eeyore cup. and it's very good. It's actually, I'm so sorry, it's not even pour over coffee. It's instant Korean coffee with a little bit of rise in it, which is what you can see right here. But the other thing you can see right here, guys, is that it says the struggle is real. And I have to tell you that here in the US, specifically in Minnesota, like things are difficult. I had time to record yesterday, but honestly, I was just so depressed and so upset and so heartbroken by the recent events here. But then today I went to church and I also, I had this. I purchased these on Friday night, and I don't know. It's like we have to just keep moving forward. Anyway, so I am excited about this. So let me just show you. Okay, so Lunar New Year is coming up, and I think I kind of talked to you about it in the past. Oh, there's a preview, and I love Lunar New Year, but I didn't know that it was. Okay, I knew it was a big thing. I did know it was a big thing, but it's like a really, really big thing here in this area that I live in. Let me show you the first one. Okay, so it says Fortune Firecracker, which I love. And then here it says the Spring Festival. And over here, it has it in other languages. La Fête du Printemps, Fiesta de la Primavera. How cute, right? And then I didn't know that firework was pétard, but le pétard de la chance. And then in Spanish, I thought the word for firework was cohete, but here they're using petardo de la fortuna, which is so fun. Okay, so this is a really cute like emblem, like a wall hanging, and then you can see the fireworks here. But then if you flip it over, look how cute it is on the inside. It's like the emperor is here, and there's little like fireworks maybe going off, and his crown. Look, this person has a money envelope. Oh, and here's like a maybe a grandson and grandparents or a son and grandparents, which is so cute to me. Okay, I'm super excited to do this. I actually wanted to buy this the other day when we went to Barnes and Noble, because there's a new Barnes and Noble in our area, which is a bookshop, but they also have Lego, and I wanted to buy it. But I was like, oh, it seems too expensive, and I don't have enough time, and I should be working on my old crafts. But and my son, he was so cute because he was like, Mom, just buy yourself something. It's okay. And then I didn't. Oh my gosh, look right here. It says 17th of February. And I don't know if you remember that I told you, but every year, not every year, but most years, the date of Lunar New Year changes because it goes with the moon. And so sometimes it can be as early as like January. Like even one time it's been like mid-January, right? And then sometimes it goes all the way to like the last week of February or mid-February. So this year it's going to be, I think, the 17th of February. At any rate, I was like, no, it's too much and I'm not going to have any time, etc. All of the things. But then I went to the Lego store because I went to see an amazing musical called The Wiz, which is an interpretation of The Wizard of Oz, and it was so good. The songs were, but the singing was fabulous, and the dancing was phenomenal, and the costume, yeah, it was really, really good. It was, I'm doing that Broadway series, and it was either my favorite or my second favorite, kind of like maybe tie for Moulin Rouge. Okay, but so as we were there, my friend, the person I go with, she brought her daughter to the Wiz because that one's family friendly. And we had some extra time, so we went to the mall across the street where the Lego store is at. And while I was in the Lego store waiting for them to go to the restroom, I saw this, and then the man was like, "Hey, by the way, there's an amazing gift with purchase right now." And I was like, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, if you're looking at that, you're gonna love the free gift with purchase, which is this lion dance. Look how cute it is. Oh my gosh." Okay, and if these lions were not like cute enough all on their own, wait till you see. And this is what totally sold me. Look, the little dancers are inside. They have minifigs inside the lions because the lions do that. Are they so cute or what? Okay, and my son has agreed to build one of the lions with me after much cajoling. So we're going to build this today, but I had to share with you just really quick because the lantern was not, it didn't cost enough to get the free gift. And so I was looking around and I couldn't decide. They had other Lunar New Year things, but I just they didn't call to me, the same way. So I looked around and he said, "Oh, do you know what just came out this Monday?" And I was there on Friday, so it came out like just days before. Look what it is, Nifties. An Eiffel Tower that is not like $1,000. It's like a little wall hanging, and then of course the Eiffel Tower, and it says Paris, City of Love, France. And then under here it says City of Love. Look how beautiful it is. And of course I love an Eiffel Tower. And then the back, so it hangs on the wall. And then what I love are just the little details. I love that when they make these, they use the colorway, but sometimes they'll throw in something like unique and different, which I really like. And look at this Notre Dame. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see the Notre Dame. Look how beautiful she is. And then look how they did the windows. That's pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Look, it's the Louvre. Wow. Oh, and the Arc de Triomphe. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. So this is definitely, Paris, la ville de l'amour. Paris, ciudad de l'amour. Oh, so exciting. How exciting. This one is 958 pieces. Okay, so these big ones are on my radar. I've just added them to my list of projects to do. But today, here we go. Lion dance. And I invited my son to do it on camera with me today. But he said, "Mom, you are so slow. I don't want to wait for you." So even if I get started here, we're going to finish up later, together, because I am a little bit slow. I am a little bit methodical, and I like to do it the way I like to do it. Ooh. Oh, I don't like that. The book is a little bit bent. I don't like a bent book. But the good thing is that he said he wanted to do this one. So he can have the bent book. I am going to have the flat book. Oh, this one's also bent. That's okay. I'm going to just be okay. So looks like I need bags 1. And I think I need bag 1 and 2 for mine. Yeah, it looks like 1 and 2. And then I think this one said 3 and 4. So there must not be too many bags. Bag 1. bag 3. Here's bag 4. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Sometimes I'm one of those people who likes to organize all my pieces by color. But there's not so many pieces, so I think it'll be okay. I wonder if I should cut this one too. I also like to keep a pretty tidy workspace. Here we go. Oh, we're going to start with one of the minifigs. Okay, so we need the pants and the shirt, his head. Sometimes they have 2 faces. Let's see. Oh no, this one just has 1 face. Cute. And his hair. Oh, that rolled. Just put like this. I'll hold on to it. Okay, here's his hair. So I told you that it's very, like this area that I live in. I live in this area called Little Saigon, and there are so many Vietnamese people and so many Vietnamese businesses. And I love it, but I don't think I've ever loved it as much as right now, because like they just really go all out. I love a cultural moment, and they go all out for Lunar New Year, or they call it Tet. I think they call it Tet. I'm not very good at Vietnamese. It's a language that escapes me. But so when I went to get my nails done, yay! Finally, it's been over a month, and the lady and I live really close to the place where these don't look right. This doesn't look right. What's this thing? Oh, it looks gold to me. Okay. I live very close to the place where I get my nails done. So close that I can walk. So, and so the first time I didn't walk because I didn't know how it was going to be or whatever. And I thought, oh, I want my car. But the second time, which is I went on yesterday. I went yesterday after I was so depressed and couldn't do any of my work that I wanted to do. I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to go get my nails done and see, like, just take a moment. And I went there, and the lady was like, oh, do you know that there's a big holiday next month? And I was like, oh, yeah, I know about the holiday. And then she was like, oh, you have to come back, because when you come back, we're going to have prizes. And so they have a wheel, and she pointed to the wheel. So that's how I kind of got it all together, because she didn't say it exactly like that. Anyway, so they have a wheel, and I guess they're going to give prizes. So that's exciting. So that's at the nail place. And right outside of the nail place, there was this woman, or I don't know if it was a woman, I guess it could have been a man, but it looked like a woman and like maybe her granddaughters. And she took a converted school bus, one of those small ones, and she made a little clothing shop. And they have, for Vietnamese New Year, they wear a special outfit. And I mess up Vietnamese so bad. I feel really bad saying it. But it's spelled A-O-D-A-O. I Dao, but I think they pronounce it I Zao or something like that. Anyway, but she's got her whole little setup in that bus thing, and it was parked right like in that same parking lot as the nail place. And I thought that was exciting. So I'm gonna I'll post that on our threads so you can see that. That was really cool. And then I went to have food. I went to have lunch on Friday. I went to treat myself a little bit because I had had a hard week. Because when you get sick for a week and you miss work, then you've got to just like run around trying to like catch all the balls, the plates from falling that you were juggling. Anyway, I got some lunch, And look, they gave me red envelopes from the Seafood Cove. Look how cute this is. And they were free. It looks like there's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like 10 envelopes. Maybe there's 8. Either way, they were free. And then every year I buy envelopes for my students at school. Let me see. Oh my gosh, they're thick. They're thick and oh my gosh, it's embossed. Wow, these are really pretty. Even though they say Seafood Cove. I mean, that's still nice, but oh my gosh. Yeah. So if you want your dim sum, you should definitely hit up the Seafood Cove because they have little envelopes that they're giving out right now, which is fun. So in case you don't know, in Vietnamese culture and also Korean culture, to some extent, they give out money in those envelopes to like little kids are supposed to bow to their elders, and when they do that, the elders give them money. It's interesting though, because in Korea, like Lunar New Year is a big deal, but it's not as big of a deal as I feel like it is in Vietnam. And I feel like it's partially because, and someone who knows more can definitely correct me. I'm definitely open for correction. I feel like a lot of it has to do with the fact that in Korea, a lot of people are Christians. And people that go to those Christian churches feel that you shouldn't be like bowing to other people. So not the ancestors and not your elders, and so for that reason, they've kind of gotten rid of it. Or not gotten rid of it, but it's not as big of a deal as it is in, I think, Vietnam, and definitely not as big of a deal as it is in Little Saigon, because I've never been to Vietnam, so I don't know if it's still a big deal over there either. But it definitely is a big deal here. It's so fun. Okay, this little white one. Anyone see the white one? Okay, I'm gonna have to go into this bag. Sometimes I don't understand how they like split up the bags. But okay, I'm gonna grab these. Well, I've missed you, Nifties, and I am sad that we have not had a chance to catch up here together on the channel. I would love for you to tell me what you're working on, and just to check in and just to see how you're doing. You can just tell me in the comments, like, just how you're doing. Things are going good. Maybe if you have something to celebrate, because I feel like when times are sad, we have to look to the celebrations to like bring us hope. So I would love to hear if you are celebrating anything. I wonder if I've done this wrong already. Oh, no, I haven't. I just got confused for a second. Okay. It is looking good. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then we flip it over. That was a satisfying clip. Okay, Nifties, I know that our time is up, and I definitely want to honor your time. And I'm going to keep building. I will post on our threads. Oh, look, I never saw this Lego guy. Do you see him? I can't tell if it's yes. Look, he's telling us, oh, you're about, I don't know, maybe an eighth of the way. Oh, little Lego guy. So cute. Speaking of cute Lego things, you know which movie I love is the Lego movie. That was such a good movie. Every time I've done the Lego botanicals and they always break. It's so frustrating. And then I want to get the super glue out, you know, just like in the Lego movie, and like glue them together. But I feel so bad using the crackle. So I don't do it. Definitely though, I think about it because it's super annoying. Like I want to just clean the botanical, but it falls apart. Here we are, evening it up. Oh, I was thinking that it can't be too much more because I don't really have enough pieces, but I'm thinking that like even though this is one guy, this is probably for both dogs. Lions, excuse me, for both lions. So then this is probably me, and he probably ends here, and then this one will be my son's. So I am actually almost halfway done with this one, which is exciting. I better pull him in. So in order to do that, I am going to let you go, everyone. I am so grateful. Oh, I also have a whole other bag. I totally forgot about the other bag. I'm so grateful that you spent some time with us today, Nifties in community. I know there's a big storm coming, so I hope that you stay safe in the storm. I know that there's a lot of fear right now. And if you are in fear, I hope that you can, you know, maybe watch some of the videos and find a little bit of peace. And maybe if you need help, you know, you could send me a message. And I don't know if I can help, but if I can, I definitely will. So please reach out if you need to. And with that, Nifties, I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to try to be more intentional because, of course, these are hard times and we should do what we can to try to get through them. And crafting is a great way to do that. And being in a community, even though we're virtual, I feel like is also a great way to do that. I gotta go this way. Okay, Nifties, here it's coming. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, it's definitely coming along. And please like, follow, share, do all of the things. And make sure that you have your notifications on so that you can be notified if I am able to get it together and post another video. Yeah, so that we can spend some time crafting in community with each other. I want to remind you that we have Nifties from all over the world. And in these times where we feel so divided, you know, we're definitely united by craft. And I feel like everyone who watches this channel must have a kind heart, because only people with kind hearts could sit through my sit through all my stories. And you know, you must appreciate the pace, because I admit it's a slow pace, but it's my pace, and it's a realistic pace, and that's why I do it. But it's not the same as, you know, everything that's grabbing people's attention right now. And so I feel like the people who are here must be unique in that way, like uniquely kind and patient. Oh my gosh, look how cute it is. So I'm so grateful for all of you, for each and every one of you Nifties. I'm so grateful that you would take the time to be here. I know I've said it before, but I'm just going to say it again, because sometimes we don't have enough gratitude. We don't show enough gratitude for each other. And We might as well take the time, even though it sounds cheesy. Nifties, please, please share your progress. Tell me what you're grateful for. And also, if you need any help, if there's some way I can help you, I definitely would love to do that. I will see you tomorrow. À bientôt. Au revoir.